Happy election day if you're here in America. We are playing poo sticks. Ready? One. Good morning, everyone. Happy election day if you're here in America. We are playing poo sticks. Ready? One. Oops, try again. It's right up here. It's up here. Silly. Ready? 1, 2, 3, throw it. The sticks have gone down. Oh, I think they're immediately getting stuck. They're getting stuck down there. Oh, no, they're breaking free. They're breaking free. They're going around. They're getting stuck again. They're going. Can you stick your head through here and see them? Oh, your stick is going under. Over there. Quick. Go look out here. It's gonna come out here. Go look. Stick your head there. Just don't lean. Anyway, guys, we are out. Jax decided to stay in. I was worried it was gonna be really cold. We're wearing so many layers, but the wind stopped. When I looked at the weather, that's your stick. You won.
Yeah.
You won. Mine got stuck.
Yeah.
Mine is still there.
What stick? Yes. A blue what stick? Yes. Something blue.
Oh, it says Biden Harris. That's who we want to win the election today. I'll get a shot of that for all you people. But yeah, Jax wanted to stay home. He really wanted to do a video play date already. I said after lunch. But we were expecting it to be really windy. When I looked at the weather this morning, it was still saying 20-mile-per-hour winds and a big wind chill, but it feels amazing. The sun is amazing. I've got a hot coffee. We're gonna walk, and then we're gonna come back and I think share some lunch outside of Starbucks. I did have leftovers, but my husband did not, and I just messaged him and let him know he could eat mine. It was so good that passed that on to him. It was a lot of olive oil. It was a lot of grease. My stomach was hurting last night from all the oil. But yeah, we're going to just soak up some sun. I'm already feeling like smiling being out here. Even though the leaves are almost gone, and that makes me a little sad. It's just really amazing to be out here. Okay guys, we are home. We ended up eating at Starbucks at the one table they had. We went on a nice walk and played on the playground, and when we got back around, we didn't put in an order. I wanted to see if the table was free, and it wasn't. I was like, oh no. But it did look like they were finishing up, so I went ahead inside. We normally order on the app, but the box of lunch foods he wanted wasn't listed for some reason. Like, it didn't say it was out of stock, it just wasn't even there. So we went in and checked and it was there. So we bought it because I saw the mom stand up from that table. I'm like, okay, we're gonna get our food, right? We saw them getting up. So we quickly got our food as fast as we could. We were worried somebody else would take that table, but nope. We made it out, we ate our food. Somebody swooped in and took the table as soon as we were done.
Yeah.
But we just got home. Sneaky Piggy is with us because husband's not gonna be ready to walk him for a while. Sebastian's you're gonna do a show? Okay, he's gonna do a show. I need to brush my hair and put it up. Probably a tangly mess from being outside, but it was so beautiful outside. I'm so glad we did it. I will, baby, I will. You tired? Here's the remote. All right, we're gonna do quiet time and then see where the day leads us after that. Jax is all done with school. He finished very early. Again, this week is way later. Even having to redo yesterday's history test, which he told me he did well, and apparently he didn't when I ran the report at night. He had gotten tripped up by a few numbers like dates and stuff, even though he'd gotten his worksheet correct. So he redid that and he got a 90% on today's history. He's learning about like inventors in the 1800s. He did well. They're just like 10 question activity quizzes, so that means he probably got one wrong. So he's gonna do a play date with the neighbor kids. They are loving that right now. They're only allowed to do it on non-school days, but they have a 4-day weekend. 3-day? 4-day, yeah. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So he's gonna do that. But yeah, gonna go start. Hello everyone, happy election day. This is take 2 because Jax came in and just stood there saying, I need to think of something to talk to you about. Like, can I wait a few? So yeah, it is 8:24 and I am definitely in the refreshing my browser nonstop mode. Though I shouldn't be because who knows what's gonna happen, but as of 4 minutes ago when I looked last, they are dead even in the presidential race, Biden and Trump, with Biden having more electoral votes, I think 44 to 26, because of probably some New England states that have come in. My state is not in yet, only some of the southwestern areas that are heavily Republican have come in, but we are projected to be Democratic in the end because of my area here in Northern Virginia, close to DC. I've been closely watching Florida. They have 84% of their votes in, and it is neck and neck with Trump being just barely passed with like, I think it's 49.6% of the votes for him and 49.4% for Biden. I will be refreshing that page as soon as I'm done talking with you. I would love for Florida to go Democratic. We need a change. We need a change. I know there's more I could say about what I was saying last night. It's just a tricky feeling, like you could have family and friends that are voting for Trump, and so many people have put it into words better than I have today. Even down to little cartoons where it will say, we can agree to disagree. And then the other person in the comic says, about pizza toppings, not about racism. I mean, this is about human rights, about kindness and compassion, about the truth, about science. This is about leadership that benefits all the people, not the elite. I've been studying Korean. Yeah, right? Are you okay? Be careful. You're okay though, right? Sebastian is in the bath. That was a pretty epic splash. I've been casually studying Korean for over a year now. I just was drawn to the alphabet. And I don't know. I keep losing my train of thought. I'm just really stressed out. I was drawn to the alphabet. Hangul, I believe is the name, but suddenly it's sounding weird in my brain because my brain is just mush. But I've always loved secret codes, and I used to create them when I was little, but of course mine were all just symbols representing alphabet letters in English. And this, like, it doesn't even slightly match up to English. All the letters are completely different sounds. So bizarre. And like, many of them have two ways of pronouncing them, and people will just interchangeably use that. But I was so fascinated by how there's all these symbols and they fit together. And anyway, I said, hey, I'm just going to do Duolingo and learn this alphabet and I'll see where it goes. I'm just interested. And I just kept going. And it's like 450 days in a row later, I'm still doing it. I feel like I know nothing. I can't talk to you in Korea. I can say, 안녕하세요, 감사합니다. And I can look at Korean writing and just say it out loud. I may not know what I'm saying. I can pick out some words that people say, but I started watching some Korean YouTube just to absorb it. It's perfect when I'm like braiding my hair. I just glance at the subtitles. There tends to be a lot more words for a Korean sentence than an English one, so the English will be up there for a while. I can glance and listen to the Korean words, soak them in. But that has led YouTube to like recommend more to me, and they've started recommending a channel. I believe her name is Yomi. I'd have to look it up again. I just started watching her, but she escaped from North Korea as a teenager. They had to like walk across like a desert or something into Mongolia and China, and like threatened to kill themselves if they weren't released instead of being sent back to North Korea. And she talks about her time there and how horrible it is and how there's no TV. In the morning, you've got this radio built into your house and it just comes on and spews propaganda. You have to send out a family member every morning to your neighborhood to do manual labor. And school is basically just learning about your leaders and their fake history. And then that's it. The rest of the day, the children are sent off to do more manual labor outside. They barely ever have any food or anything. I have so much more to learn, but just all these little hints of where our leadership has been going. Guys, please, Jax, why are you in there? No, babe, it's just gonna get crazy. Please, he needs to calm down. Just watching the direction our leadership has gone and the way he lies and just makes shit up and ignores science, ignores facts, all the gaslighting. It scares me, and I see the parallels between that and a country like North Korea. I can't even imagine what it would be like for our country to descend into that. And if it's ever been a possibility, it's now. We're like on the precipice of that. Anyway, I've been more political in the past 2 vlogs than I have ever online. But it's such a strong fear. Anyway, so today my number 1 goal was to get outside and soak up the sun. And the sun came through for me. The weather was looking like it was only going to be 54 and super windy and chilly, but we layered up and headed out anyway, and immediately the sun was just shining and the wind wasn't blowing anymore, and we were peeling off layers, and it was in the low 60s and gorgeous. The sun was so warm and nice. I didn't need a coat. It was just wonderful. We played poo sticks on the bridges. We found pretty leaves and flowers. We ran and we played and we swung together. I wish Jax had been with us, but he wanted to stay home in his pajamas today. But Sebastian and I had just like a lovely time, and I really needed it. He didn't want to go home, so I ended up messaging Danny to eat my leftover pasta, and I had a little picnic outside of Starbucks with him. And then we did quiet time and came down. I worked on our puzzle some more and pulled out some thrift store toys for Sebastian to play with a little bit. We had gotten that big bin of Lego and Connects, and I taken all the Lego out, but I figured, oh, he could play with like the Connects. Well, he's feeling grumpy and stuff. He really should have had a nap today, but he doesn't nap anymore. Of course, he just digs through it and finds like fake Legos in there, Mega Blocks and Connects fake Legos, and is just building with those. And then they fall apart, and he started having a tantrum while I was cooking because they're not as good as Legos, they fall apart. But because we ordered pasta that Jax desperately wanted to, that took away one of our 2 meals that we were guaranteed to cook this week, which is spaghetti, because now nobody wants pasta again. So we're like, we don't want the soup yet. That's the other meal. So hopefully weather will be nice. Yvonne can come over Friday. They can cook out and sit outside for the majority of the time, at least until the kids are in bed, and then they can be opposite sides of the room with some ventilation. Because obviously he's back at work. We're not on vacation anymore with that 5 days of buffer that we gave it before we went mask free. But yeah, we ended up doing a free-for-all. Dan had to work late. He came up and made pot roast leftovers. Sebastian ate his leftover pasta. I made Jax chicken nuggets, rice, and broccoli. And then I made myself beans and rice with black beans, garlic, carrots, green onions, rice, and sriracha. It was delicious. Some herbs and spices too. And then I just sat and chatted with Danny as we both looked over the election results. And yeah, now it's bedtime. Everybody's getting ready. You need to change out of those pajamas because you've been in them all day.
I was coming over because I wanted to say don't forget to wash your hands.
Oh, okay. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to go refresh the results some more and stress out some more. And yeah, I hope you're not stressing out too much if you're here in the States. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's going to go on for a while. But yeah, stay safe, stay happy and healthy, and don't forget,
To wash your hands.
Wash your hands.